Hello guys, I'm Mr. Barham. I'm going to tell you some stories. Our story today. Today our story is The King and the Clever Fisherman. The story of the king and the clever fisherman is a funny story from which we learn a lot. We learn from her how to be wise and a human, as the hero of our story the fisherman did, and how sometimes many who walk behind the opinion of his woman lose a lot, but not all. There are women with brains and wisdom to know the details of the story. One of the kings loved to eat fish, so one day a fisherman came to him with a large fish, so he gave it to the king and put it in his hands, and he liked it. So he ordered him 4,000 dirhams, and his wife said to him, "What a bad thing you have done." So the king said, "Why?" She said, "Because after this, if you give this much to one of your decency," he said, "he has given me like the gift of a hunter." He said, "You have spoken the truth, but it is disgraceful for kings to return his gifts, and the matter has passed." His wife said to him, "I will manage this situation." He said, "How is that?" She said, "You call the fisherman and tell him this fish is male or female. If he says male, then say, 'I only asked for a female,' and if he says female, say, 'I only asked for a male.'" He called to the hunter, and he came back, and the hunter was intelligent and clever. So the king said to him, "Is this fish male or female?" The hunter said, "This is a hermaphrodite, neither male nor female." The king laughed at his words and ordered 4,000 dirhams for him, so the fisherman went to the treasurer and took 8,000 dirhams from him. He put it in a pouch that he had, and carried it on his neck, while they were leaving, and 1 dirham fell from the pouch, so the fisherman put the pouch off his shoulders. He bent over the dirham and took it. And the king and his wife are looking at him, and the king's wife said to the king, "Do you see the meanness and insignificance of this man? He lost 1 dirham, and he threw 8,000 dirhams from his shoulders, and he bent over the dirham and took it." It was not easy for him to leave him to be taken by a boy from the king's servants, so the king got angry with him and said to his wife, "You have spoken the truth." Then he ordered the fisherman to be brought back and said to him, "You loser of energy, I am not a human being. You put this money off your neck for 1 dirham, and you regretted throwing it in its place?" The hunter said, "May God prolong your stay, O king. I did not raise this dirham because of its danger to me, but I lifted it off the ground, because on its face is the image of the king, and on the other side is the name of the king. So I was afraid that someone else would come without my knowledge and set his feet on him, and that would be disregard for the name of the king, and I would be the one to be held accountable for this." The king was astonished by his words and applauded what he said, so he ordered him 4,000 dirhams. The fisherman returned with 12,000 dirhams. And the king ordered a caller to call out, "No one reflects on the opinion of women, for whoever reflects on their opinion and follows their orders, he will lose 3 times his dirhams." I hope you like this story. See you in another story.